Hopefully you can move to a nicer neighborhood, one free of these savages? Oh my God.
It was a shocking scene at Soldiers Field as a viral video of a woman hurling racial insults has led to public outcry and responses from community leaders.
If the real meaning behind the MAGA movement were to actually make America great, then we would be deporting people like this.
Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
You
Little kid, you call him a
yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old and
Obvious hyperbole on the deportation because I'm not a fucking monster like 80 million people and their president are. But it is a sad state for the country when that type of behavior nets you over $320,000 out of your $1 million goal from a bunch of maggots on the internet to, quote, help protect the family that you put in danger by being a racist piece of garbage. Hell of an intro, I know, but buckle up, folks, because there's a lot to break down in this story, and I am very curious what your feelings are here. Please let me know in the comments because it does feel like every other day someone does something stupid like this, posts it on the internet, and then we as a society are left with the burden of, well, okay, does this deserve to get called out to the point where this person faces backlash from it, or is this an honest mistake? I don't think that's the case here, but you let me know. Let's get into it. I want to start with some objective news coverage of the incident, then we'll show the video, highly edited of course because of how many times she says the word. We'll look at some of the outrage from the community, how MAGA has been reacting to and supporting this, specifically via this fundraiser that she started, and the insane things people have said when donating to her fund, as well as issues behind the site that she used to crowdfund. Rolling Stone putting out this article that we'll dive into a little bit later as well. In 2023, a Christian crowdfunding site has a white power problem. If you appreciate seeing these stories that won't be covered on the mainstream media, please drop a like and subscribe to join our resistance here at Really American, and let's dive in.
Yeah, Axel, the response has been about what you would expect. A lot of public outcry and outrage at this incident. It happened here at the Roy Sutherland playground of Soldiers Field Park. A woman allegedly berating a young black child after she claims he stole something from her son. An otherwise uneventful evening took a turn for families at this Rochester playground. A video capturing the incident, sparking a firestorm online of community backlash. Some in the community shocked by the events, others less so.
But it does kind of fit the national meta-narrative, of just hostility and concern, and certainly makes me a little bit more cautious, when I go out.
And I'll play the video for you now. Again, highly edited. I'll do my best to hide the kid's face because they did not ask for this. This woman has already publicly outed herself. But just real quick, some of the comments here. The fact that people support this makes me lose all faith in humanity. These are the people we should be deporting. This is Trump's America, and I couldn't hate it more. Looks like she got gang tattoos. Why has she not been deported? This was 14 hours ago. They'd already raised $162,000 for her GoFundMe, go whatever the thing is. Obviously, it's more now. Take a look at this incident, though.
the child? Did you call the child? It is my own business. You call him a... Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say. Nobody digging into your shit.
A little kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a...
Yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
That's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
Obviously heinous stuff, but of course in all these situations it gets worse. Before I show you the fundraiser and the maggots jumping in the comments there, I want to explain to you a little bit how this fundraiser came to be via reporting from the Minnesota Star Tribune. Get this, as of Friday morning, the woman has increased her goal to $1 million after raising $305,200 as of Friday morning. It's now more. The fundraiser, purportedly belonging to Shiloh Hendricks, has rapidly shifted its online goal since video footage of her using racial epithets against the boy and a man of color went viral earlier this week. Hendricks' fundraiser Thursday afternoon appeared to be set at around $20,000. As of Friday morning, she's moved the goal. She's literally moved the goalposts to raise $1 million. The virality of the video has prompted shock from the Rochester community and concern from area leaders as Minnesota's third largest city deals with yet another racial incident in recent months. They also note that social media commentators have claimed that the black child is around 5 years old and autistic, but do note that the Minnesota Star-Tribune could not independently confirm the identity of the boy as of Thursday. Now, why did Shiloh Hendricks need a GoFundMe to begin with? Oh, well, let's find out in her own words, folks. She says, "Help me protect my family. Hello, my name is Shiloh, and I have been put into a very dire situation." Weird way to phrase that, considering you were the one hurling racial slurs at a child at a playground. I recently had a kid steal from my 18-month-old son's diaper bag at a park. I called the kid out for what he was. Another man who we recently found out has had a history with law enforcement, cannot confirm that, proceeded to record me and follow me to my car. He then posted these videos online, which has caused my family and myself great turmoil. My SSN has been leaked. My address and phone number have been given out freely. My family members are being attacked. My eldest child may not be going back to school. Even where I exercise has been exposed. I am asking for you to help assist in protecting my family. I fear that we must relocate. I have 2 small children who do not deserve this. We have been threatened to the extreme by people online. Anything will help. We cannot and will not live in fear. Now look, obviously I do not condone doxing or anything of the like. I think that is counterproductive. I think it's heinous. I think it's against what we should value as people. But you brought all of this on yourself. You put yourself in a dire situation. Your children did not deserve this, and yet you brought that on them. Everyone has a camera in their pocket these days. If you do something, you run the risk of being recorded. If you do it at a public playground and call a black child the N-word, you run the risk of being recorded, you dumb. And look at what some of these people are saying. The U.S. Constitution gives you the freedom to say what you want, what you did, period. Wishing you the best to your family, sending you prayers. Anonymous giver, $5. This person gave $10 just a minute ago. Just going to keep giving money every time the NAACP leftists push back. But wait, it gets worse. Look at these donations. Someone donated $17.76. Are you kidding me? Anonymous again. Thank you for noticing the content of his character. Did you just use a Martin Luther King quote to condone a woman calling a child a racial slur? Stone Choir enjoyer, $1,500. If white people don't stand up for each other, no one will stand up for us. The irony of that statement. They gave $500,000 to Austin Metcalf's killer. Let's protect a woman who stood up. What? What even is that comparison? Oh, and then they're calling this person a Somalian pervert, the person who recorded the video, because I guess she called him that or whatever. An average white man donating $1,488. You did the right thing standing up for your son. Your bravery is sorely needed in these times. Hopefully you can move to a nicer neighborhood, one free of these savages. Oh my God. Yo, I'm reading these for the first time and I am shook. Look at this. The Northwest Front sends its regards. The white race is under threat of impending extinction, and every day the situation gets worse. Oh my God. And the person who posted this said, very normal, very healthy, and very well-adjusted people donating here. This is downright savagery, and it gets worse. This is on the crowdfunding platform. What's it called? Give, Send, Go. Shine brightly is their motto. And Rolling Stone did like an expose of them. Oh, come on. I pay for Rolling Stone. What the? Oh, cool. It builds itself as the Christian alternative to GoFundMe. My God. A platform committed to sharing the hope of Jesus through crowdfunding. In addition to typical crowdfunding campaigns for medical bills and memorial funds, the site has a right-wing political edge. Give, Send, Go is the preferred platforms of alleged co-conspirators in Donald Trump's attempt to subvert the 2020 election. Trump's attorneys all have legal defense fundraisers on the site. It's also a big hit with white supremacists and neo-Nazis. That's pretty clear given what we just saw. And get this. The campaigns are hiding in plain sight, and the crowds they attract are even more brazen in their hate. Donors have adopted usernames that are racial slurs, including the N-word, or that spoof the names of Yahtzee leaders. Others leave coded messages of hate, like HH for an 88. The 8s correspond to the 8th letter of alphabet H. I mean, this is just disgusting. Like, folks, the more I look into this, the worse it gets. I will leave some links down in the description if you guys do want to delve more into this yourself. Unfortunately, it has just gotten too heinous that I don't think I even can on YouTube anymore, and I think we've gotten to the most of it, but I do want to shift focus here just to end things on a lighter note, because personally I need a palate cleanser after this. I want to show you instead now, first, the reactions from the community and how people, even though they are outraged that this happened, have been able to respond in thoughtful, compassionate ways and say we need more love, like this gentleman here.
Shared by Gabriel Green.
And there's the reason individuals are so emboldened to speak like this, even when they know they're being filmed, even when they know we live in an age of social media and things could spread like wildfire.
Green was one of several BIPOC community members who took part in conversations around this time last year when a similar incident occurred involving a pedestrian bridge near Century High. Green says both incidents are a part of a deeper conversation than just who can say what.
You're going to have those that's going to say, hey, you know, she have a right to say what she want to say, and they're absolutely correct. But I go even further and say, what type of city do we want to have? What type of city and what type of place do we want to call Rochester, Minnesota?
And for both, the solution is the same.
We got to love each other right where we are and love past this. We got to love past our hurt, love past our pain. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be hurt, but we have to love past all of that.
And folks, I agree with that man so much. Even though what these people do fills me up with so much hate day in and day out that I often don't know what to do with it other than preach it to you guys and tell you about the things that these people are doing. But we need to be better than them. And look, I don't think calling this person out online, making their name known, I wouldn't give away their SSN or put their child in danger or threaten them or anything like that. But, you know, when people get fired from their jobs or they face repercussions, like legally through the right channels, I think that is wholly justified when people are caught doing heinous things in public. I think that is, yes, I applaud that, honestly. I don't applaud the extremes, but how else do you combat these when these people for years, for damn near more than a decade now, have felt emboldened to come out and do and say these things? And I apologize for not getting to this other story that I really wanted to cover, but there was just too much to unpack here that I didn't even know was there. Please let me know if you'd like to see another video, maybe a shorter one on this story. It is a great story about the MAGA-friendly businesses backfiring. They were trying to put them all out there for everyone to see, and then people end up using it for boycotts. But I guess that in and of itself is the story. Anyway, thank you all for watching so much. Thank you for supporting the work that we do here to try and out these people, to try and stop the MAGA hate that is taking over this country. We are now over 500,000 strong, and if you made it this far, I please just implore you to drop a like, subscribe to the channel to support the work that we do here. It is the freest way to fight fascism, stupidity, and hate in this country, and we need to build a collective community of people who are willing to call these things out and shut them down when they happen. That is all I have for you today. Let me know all your thoughts in those comments down below. And if there are any updates on this story. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse. I'll see you guys in the next one.